Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
Daddy's enjoying this. Come on, Willie. Yay. Would you be quiet, Rosie?
Listen up. The ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper, gang. Yeah. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that was good news.
On your side, you hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
Ooh, welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. Live from Treasure Island Resort and Casino, TICasino.com. Good morning, everybody. Look at this crowd.
Look at you guys.
Jeez, sweet.
Look
you
at
guys
you.
look great.
Look at you degenerates.
Who's getting greasy?
Look at Creasel.
That wasn't very greasy.
Hey, wait, ladies and gentlemen, please. John Creasel.
Johnny K.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah. I can hear by the cheer that some of you left some money in the machines. For those people who won, may
One guy
I hear
just
some...
raised
Yeah! Me too, man. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Big show today here at Treasure Island Resort and Casino. Our yearly trek down here. An initials major, a trip for two to Las Vegas on the line with a random draw. Marnie's going to be here in a little bit. One of you gets to play initials at 6:15, 7:15, at 8:15. It's going to be fun.
Hell yeah, man. I can't wait.
That one guy.
Yeah.
Nice
That guy's pumped.
Man, I can't throw for S.
That's all right.
That was good. The hats are sneaky
The hats are
hard
hard
to throw.
I know.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Is the bar open yet?
No, and people are upset.
These are my people over here to the left that are sitting at the bar, pounding, waiting. It's. Do you not know? It's still last night for them, guys. It's
Correct.
still
Like rope
Thursday.
drop
These
at
are my
Disney
people. You too?
World.
Correct, yeah.
Didn't go to bed right there, that guy.
Man, for those people who weren't down here with us last night, those listening on the radio, huge crowd last night. What a game of initials we had last night. Was anybody here? How about that comeback, huh?
That was sweet.
Again, Corey, it went to overtime again.
Yeah. And that gal can play. April was really good last night. I was impressed by her skills. We need somebody like that to get randomly drawn this morning and have a chance to win.
Is April here yet? Does anybody
No,
know?
she passed away.
Okay, good.
Oh,
so
God
here's the
bless.
thing.
God bless.
So sad.
Here's the thing. And you guys we've all been there, right? And listen, I'm old, and my brain's older than it should be.
Whoa.
So I'm sitting here watching her play the initials and watching her make this epic comeback, and I'm going, I know her. I know her the whole time. You know that it's like it's in the back of your brain. You're like, did we have a child together? I know her.
Wow.
Right?
That could be any... that
Chris,
could-
you know what I'm saying.
My dad does.
Yeah, right.
It's a lot of people in this
Right.
crowd for you, Hawk.
And it finally clicks. I'm like, oh, yeah, she used to work at so-and-so when I was doing the morning show with Superstar and Corey and so-and-so and then so-and-so. So we go through the whole show. She comes up to me afterwards. I'm like, it took me forever to remember you. She's like, yeah, that's great. I'm like, it's so cool to see you again, blah, blah, blah. And then afterwards, I went over to Sarah Jane. I'm like, Sarah Jane, do you remember her from blah, blah, blah? And she goes, oh, that's not her. So I was wrong. I still have no idea. I still have no idea. Somehow I know her. And obviously I wasn't wrong. She said, it's like, it's been a long time since we've seen you. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, so you didn't get specific, like, hey, it's a good, we
Thank
haven't
God
seen
I
you
didn't.
since so-and-so.
I
Because
don't
then
know, yeah.
All right, so that would have been so much better if you had just said, I know you from so-and-so, and it's been a long time, and she just played along and was nice.
Which is cool because I almost apologized for chlamydia. You know what I'm saying? You've all been there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm sorry I gave you chlamydia. I apologize. And luckily, she wasn't who I thought she was.
Got it.
That's a
That's
joke.
kind of you. Kind of.
Just a
Not
joke.
really.
Yeah, not a good one, obviously.
No,
but it was a joke.
right, yeah.
They're
half
still
the crowd
waking up.
has it.
Yeah,
They're still waking up. It's fine.
But she was, she would compete on the dais today against
100%.
us. She was, and she barely won. The other guy was great too.
Yeah, got off to a big start.
Matt Zamuda.
And then she came back and won. So she won a trip for two to Las Vegas again in overtime. That was awesome.
Which is weird because I believe we have a trip to Vegas to give away today.
We sure did.
All right.
Hell yeah.
How are we
sure
registering
do.
for that? How are we doing that? I don't even know.
Digitally, right, Nicholas?
Digital.
If Nicholas wants to even come over here and explain
I'm
to the
taking the
room,
mic
we
over
can
here.
do that.
Here you go.
We're going to do it digitally this year. And, Zach, we're going to add a little twist, are we not?
Yeah.
No,
Sweet.
don't talk to him. Yeah, he's still sleepy
Nick's
time.
here. I mean,
Nick's right here.
Nick's got a mic.
Here's the thing I will say, everybody. You're about to hear from Nick and all those of you listening on the radio on your way to work, wherever you're going right now. Now, Nick runs the promotions department at KFAM. He's the best. He works harder than any of us, but he's got the tongue of a trucker. He says the F word more than anybody I've ever known in my life. So get yourself ready on the button back. Is Max running the board
Max
today?
is running the board.
Max,
yeah.
you know how to do it, man. You're as filthy as he is. So be ready on that button, if you would, please. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for Nick Madden.
Hi, Nick.
Hey, morning, everyone.
Yeah.
So if you're out here at TI with us, we got our promotions team over here to the left of the stage. They have a QR code. Go over there with your phone, scan that, and that'll get you signed up for the Vegas trip.
Too easy.
Right, that's how it's done.
That's all you got to do?
So what we thought about though, since it's the digital entry, and that's basically because like, look, we don't want people stuffing the ballot box by just getting in line 4 or 5 times and just putting their name in 4 or 5 times. This way, it ensures that everybody only gets one entry. But the other thing, Zacho, right, is we're like, well, it's not going to be super fun to just digitally draw a name at 8:50 and go, Bill Thompson wins.
Oh, Bill.
So what we're going to do?
Bill always wins.
Yeah,
Right.
good for Bill.
He's a lucky guy.
there.
So what we're going to do is we're going to draw digitally 5 names and then put them on one of these digital Zach wheels that he always spins for like the golf bets.
Yes.
So 5 of you are going to have your name on a giant digital wheel here on the old projector screen. And we're going to spin that son of a bitch, and one of you is going to have
That's
your
pretty
name.
cool.
Oh, yeah, that's a great
It could be
idea.
you. It could be you. You've already won.
Then you're going to Vegas.
That's for you.
Yeah.
That's for you.
Wow, that was really nice.
Cream cheese.
Oh, wow. That's
really nice.
It's not a good prize, but it's the first prize of the day.
Right.
You won. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Everybody
for
needs
sure.
cream
Yes.
cheese.
Yep, everybody does. Congratulations. And by the way, I scraped that off myself. That one. You know what I'm saying, John? You
Oh, my.
I do.
know what I'm saying?
You gave a lot of people chlamydia.
How dare you say that?
How dare you, man?
Yeah, it wasn't a lot.
It is weird. This is normally this is about the time we're all starting to get concerned if Parrish is okay.
Oh, yeah.
But he's not here
100%.
this year.
Yeah.
Those were the bad old days.
Those are the
Thor.
bad old days when it was like, you think he's going to be here by 6:15?
Yeah.
Then he'd roll in a suit that he was wearing for the high school hockey tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't miss those days. I feel better
don't
about
either.
Mark now. You know,
Is he in Disney?
he was a couple days ago. I think that's
Yeah.
where he still is.
Yeah, those photos of him with Elastigirl.
Yeah, he was trying to make me jealous. He was posting it on Twitter and he was
Yeah.
texting
And then-
them to me.
Yeah.
And Tommy says the worst thing.
Yeah,
He does.
The picture,
just
I'm
the
not
worst.
kidding you. There's a big group chat with all of us in it, and the picture of Elastigirl and Mark Parrish had barely loaded.
Yeah.
And Tommy spewed something you can't say on the radio.
It was as if he knew the text was coming and
Exactly,
he was waiting
yeah.
with his phone in his
and
hand.
there's like 5 women on the text that were probably like, what?
Yep, he immediately
Immediately.
Yeah, but those aren't
immediately
ladies.
told Parrish what he should do to Elastigirl. And
Yep.
again, Marnie's on that thread. Carly's on that thread.
And none
he
of them
just fires bullets.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
None of them
Mothers.
ever respond to any
No,
of the texts
no.
because of just how greasy it gets.
Yeah. It
because
gets
of
wild.
him.
Yeah.
Especially on like a Friday or Saturday, if a few of us have had a couple of pops, then it
Yeah.
gets real weird.
Sometimes Marnie will text back, "Guh."
Yeah.
like "Guh." Yeah. And I'm like, I
Right.
got her.
Right, trying to act like she's offended.
yeah.
Sir, what is your name?
Matt.
This is the wild coin. That is heads. That is tails. That's heads. That is tails. Heads, tails. For a Brandon Bills gift card, is it going to be heads or tails?
Let's go with heads. It was the wild side.
Is that the right one? Heads or tails? He said heads. Everybody with
Yeah.
him?
Yeah, shout out to Brandon Bills. I love those guys.
Heads it is.
Yeah,
Yes,
buddy.
sir. Right on. I love these. And these are actual coins you can play blackjack and stuff with.
Yeah, the
They're
commemorative
$25.
wild coins
These are
and Wolves coins are awesome.
$5. These are $25 coins.
So what would have happened if it had been Tails?
Oh, then screw him.
Then
Somebody
we
else
call
is
them
getting it.
tails never fail.
Then I was going to keep the Brandon Bills gift card myself.
Got it.
No, we're going to do that kind of crazy stuff throughout the entire show.
Crazy.
You guys came here at the
Buckle
right
up.
time. It's going to
Yeah.
get nuts in here.
And Chris is going to give chlamydia as well.
I don't
Yeah.
know why you keep saying that, John. I cleared that up.
Did you?
Did you?
Yeah, but, I'll probably get it again because I did give it to Meat Sauce's dad. And
Yeah.
now, if I can't
Win.
get my hands off of him, win or right. Exactly. We all win. That's exactly right. Thank you. I
That's what
appreciate
he
that.
said.
Yeah. Do you know how hard it is to stand here that close to those machines right there?
Yeah. Go play them.
Yeah, they're so for those of you listening now, as I'm standing here to the right, I mean 20 yards from here, like, a slant across the middle to Justin Jefferson. That's how far I am right now away from slot machines that are waiting to pay me money.
Which one would you play?
Good thing you're not Nick Mullins, otherwise you'd airmail one to the other slot machine.
We've all done that, right?
Or Kirk Cousins, you'd throw it 3 yards short.
Yeah, you're right in front of the one.
Knock it off.
You two are right in front of the machine that's going to pay. You should pay that one right in front of you there. Play the dimes at $10. That's what you should play right there.
And then Tim will come over and throw the boots to it, too, for good luck.
Let me tell you, Tim is a boot-throwing son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
He's ready to
behind that
go.
pillar right
I know. I can smell him. I know he's over there.
You guys know the scenes in Lord of the Rings where either Frodo or Gollum like see the ring and then the camera kind of slowly zooms in because their entire focus of their entire existence just is like can't take their eyes off of the ring? That's Chris in those slot machines.
Yeah, that's how it is.
And he just showed me a voucher that he won about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I didn't play a single thing last night. I was too sleepy, so I went to bed.
Good for you, man.
I was walking through here, and a machine went, "Hey, Chris, come here. I want to give you something."
That's
Yep.
And I said to the drink guy, I'm like, "Drink, dude, is this machine talking to me? Can you hear that?" If they can't hear it, then it's actually in my head, and I know it's good. If he can hear it, he's like, "Yeah, that's the smoky guy who wants to give you a HJ behind the pillar over there."
A sudsy one.
Where?
Why'd you wave at Tim?
Because he's behind the pillar over there waiting to give me an HJ.
That's the old
Classic Tim.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, so I stopped and I hit the machine. I hit the flaming balls. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, those are, yeah. I hit the flaming balls and $900, and here I stand, man.
Hell
I made
yeah,
it here
brother.
with 3 minutes to spare. That's how you do a morning right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it's done.
Good for you, Hogs.
This place rules, man. I do so well at Treasure Island.
You do.
And Creed is coming here to play a concert. What more do you need from a casino than slot machines and Creed? Nothing.
People are getting pregnant that night.
Yeah, you are correct.
Jeez.
Which reminds me, I should buy some condoms. You're so right. Nobody laughs at my jokes about sex. I'm hoping somebody in the car right now is driving off the road laughing right now. But
They're pounding
If
the
they don't
steering
laugh,
wheel.
it's because it hits home.
yeah,
Correct.
yeah, you're right. There are too many people with their wives here. You're exactly right. Yeah. Oh, sweet Jesus. Remember when I went to Treasure Island and got that lady pregnant? Remember everybody? No?
Got to put the past.
Boy, they do not like sex jokes here.
No, I think
This is
it's
a classy
disease
crowd.
And pregnancy jokes. They like sex jokes.
Yeah, right.
Just not chlamydia. That's the one.
Yeah, that's over the line.
It's like people talking about bomb blasts around me.
You know what he's saying, ma'am.
We do that, though.
Doo-doo?
Yeah. Oh, no, I wasn't talking to Hog.
See, now we
See
know.
that?
Yeah,
Dude, is that a joke?
Poop.
You know what? Maybe they've heard. Maybe if I do clean jokes, it'll freak them out so much that they'll actually laugh because they're just getting used to my rap. It's getting to be too much.
Hey, because like all koalas have chlamydia, do you think that's even a deterrent at all? Like if you're a male koala and you're like, wow, that chick has chlamydia, but every other option you have also has chlamydia. So wouldn't you just bang all of them?
All koalas?
Pretty much.
Son of a bitch.
Why?
Almost all of them.
Oh, that got to laugh.
Yeah, didn't we? Yeah, we talked to
A koala.
Lisa Ann about that, and she was like, when she was in Australia, and she's like, yeah, I didn't go near the koalas.
That must have been a personal text. I don't remember talking
No,
to
we
her
talked.
about that.
Yeah, she was in Australia.
I'm sure we did. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Can humans get koala
I don't know,
chlamydia
Hawk,
from
can they?
being around them?
Well,
They
come over here
can't.
and
I
I'll show you.
Googled it when I was in Australia, y'all. Trust me.
What? Sorry,
Wait a
Max.
minute.
Max was
Max-
just in Australia and New Zealand. So what's the deal, Max?
I
With the
Googled it. I
koala
made
chlamydia?
sure. Not that I was trying to get freaky with the koalas or anything. I just wanted to double check. They got their own koala chlamydia. We all good.
Got it. So you
Fantastic.
cannot get it.
Thank God.
Well,
That's a dead giveaway, though, too. If you end up with that kind, they'll be like, what were you
Jeez,
doing
Max.
yesterday?
by the way, no, Max was in New Zealand and in Australia for 2 weeks. Of course, he Googled, can I get koala chlamydia?
Of course.
Just in case.
Better be safe than sorry.
He gets real high. You know what?
It's probably
It happens.
it's smart.
Real high.
Be prepared. All right, so in about 15 minutes or so, Marnie Gellner is going to be here. Again, you guys can start signing up because we're going to draw for an initials player around 6:05 because it's 6:15. Round one of the first major of the year here at TI. And Johnny K making your initials major debut. Same thing with Zacho. Zacho's never played a major either.
Can't
Hell
wait.
yeah, man.
Let's do
Feeling
this.
good, John, or what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready to rock. I'm all business right now.
I can tell.
And,
Yeah,
and
you
Maury.
Yeah, I can tell.
we can tell.
You can cut diamonds with that thing
Yeah.
right now. That's awesome.
Hey, you know who's not all business? Mark, Lori, and A-Rod.
Oh.
It was a sports joke.
That was a sports joke.
It wasn't even
transition.
really good. It just was a
That was
transition.
good.
That's real good.
Those two guys suck. Glenn Taylor sucks. Minnesota sports suck. The whole thing's falling apart. We'll talk about that later. The whole thing's a train wreck. It's embarrassing. By the way, I did like driving down here yesterday. I saw the news, obviously, on Twitter. I'm like, oh, I wonder what Barrero has to say. Right, Barrero's obviously going to have awesome guests. And then I flip on to see what Barrero's going to say about the A-Rod and Mark Lowry thing. And Meat Sauce is talking. I'm like, what? This is the wrong day for Bump to have the day off.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah.
You did his shift yesterday?
No, Guardsy did, but I did an hour with Guardsy.
About the draft.
So Sauce was in studio. I'm like, wow, if you flip on KFN and hear Barrero's take, like I did, there was Sauce going, this sucks.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, man. You were listening.
I heard.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a strong take.
I heard your take.
Wow,
Like,
wow.
this
Strong
sucks.
take. Strong take. Yeah, right.
It does suck, man. Nobody wants Glenn Taylor around anymore. We thought we were.
Glenn
Especially
Taylor
the
sucks.
chickens.
Mark Lowry and
Well
A-Rod
played,
blew it, but Glenn Taylor sucks.
Yeah, correct.
Well,
Pay your bills on time, for Pete's sake.
don't tell me what to do. What are you, my bank?
More of the Power Trip Morning Show live from Treasure Island Resort and Casino after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
Welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show live from Treasure Island Casino. We're coming to you live. Great crowd of people out here. We got some great prizes to give away. Guys, I'm sorry I had to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back over there, okay?
Yeah, I'm sure the bathroom
I'm at
has
the
a
bathroom.
max bet button.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know what? If you do it right, it does.
How you doing?
Come on, little squirrel. Drop that nut.
Zach, he's talking to you.
Done.
Oh, Zacho.
People start calling you Little Squirrel.
They call me Little Fighter
No.
because everybody
great.
loves White Lion.
Wasn't
Nobody likes White Lion.
How dare you
Wasn't
say that?
Squirrel Master the name of Tommy Chong and Half
And
Baked?
Squirrel
I'm somebody's
Master?
bitch.
I'm somebody's
God,
bitch,
what a
Harlan
great
Williams.
scene.
It got me, guys.
Such a good
Squirrel
movie.
Master came out of
It
left
just lured me in.
It got you, huh?
Yeah, the bathroom did. Sorry, I'm talking
yeah.
I'm talking to these folks in the bathroom over here.
Yeah.
That's what I do, you know.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to hit cash out, and that's probably not something I should do in the bathroom.
No, that's
You know
a
what I
fun thing about Treasure Island is the slot machines that are in the bathroom, apparently.
mean? Yeah.
Good
All
for
right.
you.
Okay,
Are you going to keep
I
playing?
warmed that one up for you guys. Thank you. Yeah, no. What? Who did? What now?
Oh, hey, you're back in
Oh,
the
hi
bathroom.
guys. Yeah, I'm sorry. I mistook that machine for a bathroom. Sorry, my
It
fault.
happens.
I wouldn't touch that if I were you guys. How we feeling over here? Everybody good? All right, good.
Everybody's feeling good.
Feeling good. Good. Excuse me.
They're
Pardon me.
starting to liven up a little
Oh yeah, I can
bit.
feel it. I can smell the coffee.
They're getting
Right.
coffee, exactly.
Yeah. Right.
No booze, though.
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Not
What
yet.
time does the bar open? I have to go to work from here, so I can't
I believe it.
partake, but I know you all will for me,
8,
right?
I think.
8 o'clock.
It's 8.
I
Thank
believe it's
you.
8 o'clock. That's exactly right. Yeah. So
It's going to be a long-ass drive to work for you, Crease. Or did you go home?
Nope, it's straight to the office.
Ooh,
Busy
Lordy.
day.
You are
Good.
all business.
All business today.
Yeah.
Such a responsible adult.
You really
are.
are something. Well, let me tell you guys something. So last night, Mr. John Creasel and I were at the Minnesota Wild game for what do they call hockey talks?
Yes.
is what they call them. And we talked to a bunch of people about mental health and such like that. And I was John Creasel's opening act. And so because I am who I am, and part of my mental health problem is I say yes to everybody about everything. I double booked myself, so I had to go there and then leave early and come here, so I didn't get to hear you talk. But I will say this: Chloe was there.
Yes.
guys. I don't see Wild players as excited to be at Wild games as Chloe was last night. She was so. Did she have fun at the game itself?
A blast.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's the cutest little girl in the world.
She got brownies and cookies in the suite and got to stay up past her bedtime. So there's a video I posted on the Twitter of her when Baby Got Back came on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she's practicing for college.
Oh.
Least paying for college.
Well.
She didn't learn those moves from me.
Well, yeah. But anyway,
Yeah,
what a
it was
great night.
cute.
And those folks down there at the Wild, man, that's great. And a great group of people and just so many people sharing their stories and such like that. And I was this close to making it through without crying.
You did.
I did,
You
yeah, I
held
did
it
okay.
together.
I'm getting
You teared up. That's okay.
Yeah, you do these talks, right? And all day long, you're like, okay, I got this. I'm tough. I know my story. I've told this story a million times. I got this. And then you get up and you look in the wrong direction at the wrong person, and they're tearing up, and I'm laying on the ground, curled up in a fetal position.
Been there, brother.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you were there last night in your room.
How's that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
We've seen your webcam.
Hey, Creasel, how do you feel knowing that Zach Halverson does think you are worthy of doing Let's Play Hockey?
That makes my heart very happy.
He thought you deserved it.
Thank you.
Wow, that's what he said on the air.
It was
That's
awesome,
true.
even though they misspelled my name.
Couple of S's, I saw that. 2 S's in Creasel. That's not right.
It's all right, though.
Fact checked.
Yeah.
Come on, you got to fact check that.
Are you of German heritage?
Yes.
Oh, no. 2 S's. Not a good thing, man. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
That's not a good thing.
Too soon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Listen, I'm trying to put a puzzle together, mister. That's all I'm saying. I've been reading too many mystery books, to be completely honest with you. I think that might be the problem.
Does your family have a history of lisps? 2 S's. That's going to be tough. It's going to be rough for you.
Does your family have a history of diarrhea?
Yes.
2 S's. That's
Yeah.
Sauce, you do one.
No.
Or were you scrolling on your phone and don't know what we're doing?
No, I kind of.
What are we doing?
You're doing a bit about John Creasel's name spelled wrong.
that's
Sort of.
Is your family snakes? Cause
we got you, buddy. I got.
See, you guys all again, this is why I like doing shows live once in a while. You guys think we're making it up. Did you guys all see we were all doing a bit and he wasn't paying attention?
Oh, it wasn't about me.
And it wasn't about him, so he checked out.
Yeah.
See, that's important. In the military, we call that a back brief. You make sure your troops were listening.
Right.
And then if they're like, you smoke their ass.
And so I wasn't listening.
Yeah.
We were doing jokes about 2 S's.
Oh. What about 2 princes?
Okay. Yeah, it was better if you didn't do it.
Yeah, I'm glad you sat that one out.
Hey, the Twins season started yesterday. Did anybody watch the game? Yeah, me too. I watched some of it as well.
It looked like it started and ended simultaneously, right, when Royce Lewis got hurt, but who knows how bad it is.
Yeah, who would have thought Byron Buxton stayed healthy longer
Yeah, man.
than Royce Lewis?
I mean, Royce Lewis was 2 for 2. He led the game. Now, I think the second batter hit a home run, then he gets hurt. Classic Twins.
Yeah.
No, Classic Twins is not opening your wallet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're going to be having a lunch again.
That's called that was called the Mark Rosen, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good one. We like that joke. That's a good
I
joke.
like that
Come
joke.
on now.
That was a sympathetic laugh.
Yeah, right. So he hurt his quad, is that right?
Yeah, and I think they did an MRI. It was his right quad. He talked after the game and seemed super optimistic about it, but he's the last guy you want to lose.
So-
I mean, he might be the best player on the team.
When they did the MRI on him, do you think he had to pay the copay?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, I think it's like an arcade. You got to put money into it before it works.
I think it's more like a slot machine.
Or that. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Sauce, if you could pick the record of the Twins, if it was up to you, what would you like their season record to be?
81 and 81. 500.
They'll still win the division.
Why's that?
I don't know.
You don't want them to go 162 and 0? You don't think they deserve it?
No. They had to because they didn't spend any cash.
Don't reward that front office.
Then why wouldn't you want them to go 1 now since they won 1?
Because I like watching the games. I want them to want to think I have a 50-50 chance of seeing a win every time I watch.
I need a real honest, for once in your GD life.
Quit lying.
Be
Me?
honest,
Who,
please.
me?
For once in your life, please be honest.
Yes.
You've been playing MLB The Show 24 for about a week now, right? Yeah, look at your thumbs.
Yeah.
Your thumbs are the most muscular things on your body.
Oh, that's
a
true.
compliment.
Yeah, that's true.
Used to be your knuckles.
Yeah, right.
Gee.
Yeah, it used to be your eating hand.
Oh.
Like
okay.
Popeye.
Why am I getting tagged?
Quagmire in that one episode does.
Oh, yeah.
Are you at this point a better team vice president than anybody on the Twins? Could you do a better job?
Yes, because I spend money on my team. My
Right.
team is full of all-stars.
Yeah.
Yep, and I would sign the pitchers that needed to be signed.
Who's for Meat Sauce Paul Lambert being the vice president of operations for the Minnesota Twins?
Thank you very much.
These people are all drunk.
Yeah, it's all right. And sleep deprived, but yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, look, I mean, I'd love to know more about your managing skills and what you would do as a team vice president.
Because I was told the owners aren't cheap by a reliable source. The owners aren't cheap, so it's got to be the front office.
That's right.
Has to be.
Well, listen, maybe they were right. Maybe we'll find out that they didn't spend money because they didn't need to. They already had a championship team in the clubhouse.
I didn't bring my raincoat. I didn't know someone was going to piss down my back and tell me it was raining.
I can't help it. It's what I'm best at.
Oh, it's spoken like a true hockey.
It was a very warm
You're
hand
welcome.
shower.
Yeah, it smelled a little of cauliflower, too.
Yeah,
right,
a
when we,
little chicken broth.
What are you drinking?
When we get back, we'll draw for the initials player, but also we'll do front page sports. I think Marnie's going to be here, which will be good timing because let's rip the hell out of the Timberwolves.
Oh, come on.
And the
Not the Wolves.
oh no, let's rip the Wolves.
What's wrong
Not the
with
players, but the
That's what
Wolves,
I mean.
the organization. It's an absolute disaster, and we'll see what Marnie thinks. They have a giant game tonight, and right now everybody's talking about the.
You have a giant butthole.
the dis-
Oh, jeez.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry. Somebody had to stick
That's a
that
nice compliment. Sauce has strong thumbs, and my
Just a gaping Lowry Hill tunnel over here.
The word gaping is so good.
Why
I
is
love
it
the word
gaping?
Yeah, why is it gaping? Answer the question.
Because there was a dude named Albert Gaping who just had a turd cutter from hell.
Oh, my
I think
God.
the show has officially started, right? If you were asking what happens at 5:30, I think it just started at 5:59. Front page sports after this. Power Trip Morning Show live from Treasure Island on The Fan.
The Fan.
Let's make some noise. Let's hear it. Let everybody know that you're here. The Power Trip Morning Show is live from Treasure Island Resort and Casino. John Creasel on hand, and ladies and gentlemen, she walked over here, and by the way, I can't believe you got up early and put a ball gown on just for these people, but how beautiful does she look? Ladies and gentlemen, Marty Gelder!
Oh, it's a special occasion.
It really is. Wow.
Treat it as such.
Yes. No shoes, though. Interesting choice.
Well, you don't want to know.
Oh, I do
You don't want to know. That walk of
She's
shame.
dressed like Tiger on Sunday. She's ready to compete. Let's go.
I like it. Yeah.
Look at my ombre
Oh, yeah.
sweater.
Yeah.
Thank you, Banana Republic. I don't want to brag.
Oh, wow.
That is one of the funnier things in Vegas is being up late or getting up early for the show and seeing people walk back without their shoes on.
Yeah.
With the baby giraffe walk.
Yeah.
They're
Oh, yeah.
still just greased.
That's a real good time to hit on them, Crease. Real good time.
Usually, though, if it's the prostitute, they will hit on me, and that is definitely not the time to be a customer because
let's just say
you were not first in line.
Oh, lordy, lordy. Oh, don't shake your head, sir. You know he's right.
Yeah,
it's true.
You take it from there, Corey.
Let's do front page sports. Marnie, what perfect timing that you're here.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores, if you're coming down to Treasure Island or if you're leaving Treasure Island, look, go to Holiday today on your way home because you can get a couple of Red Bulls, those 8.4 ounces, get a couple of Red Bulls, and they'll give you one for free. So buy two, get one free Red Bulls at Holiday. Thanks,
Corey,
Holiday.
You know the Holiday right as you're turning left to come towards, I guess, Red Wing right over there? No, it's after Red Wing. You know what I'm saying? So we're coming here to Treasure Island. I was in there last night, and I kid you not, right in front of me, I was like, I know who that person is. Somebody super famous, really tall, really striking. He walked up, and he had two Red Bulls, and he put them down, and he gave him his card, and they denied it, said he didn't have enough money. It was Alex Rodriguez. He had the worst day yesterday.
See what he did
It
there,
was
Marty?
Unbelievable. I've been thinking about that since last night, like at midnight. How did I deliver it? Was that okay?
Yeah, you really you
I
coddled it. You
I reeled you in. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Really well
played. Marnie, is there a small piece of you that is happy about this because Rosie wanted so badly to be friends with A-Rod?
You think that's a joke? It's not.
He wanted to go get dinner with him and tell everybody on the planet that he was friends with him, and now that's just not going to happen.
Well, I don't know that that's not going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen. No, I don't think any Timberwolves fan is happy about what's going on because it's taking away from our team that's playing in Denver tonight with first place in the Western Conference on the line. I was really shocked by the news, I think as everyone was, and then confused by the news, as most people were. And it doesn't sound like we're going to have any clarity for a while. I think this is going to be multiple lawyers, reading through teeny tiny pages of documents and trying to figure out verbiage. Because basically, it's Glenn Taylor does not think that Alex Rodriguez and Mark Lowry have met their qualifications. Alex Rodriguez and Mark Lowry think they have met their qualifications. And it's not just those people. Their advisors, their lawyers, everyone around them is very well versed on this document, right? You don't go into an ownership of an NBA team and go, I don't know, how many pages was it? What did that say? Both sides know it very well. So the loophole that they're hung up on, I'm assuming it's one loophole or maybe some verbiage that they're going to now fight over or have a dispute over, is going to be kind of fascinating and maybe hair pulling and depending on how you look at it. But oh my God,
Tie down.
Little hair pulling never hurt anyone.
Really, Grace?
You're so right.
I mean,
He's
he's
just
not-
making up because he wasn't here last night.
No.
I tried to stop in the
He's
middle
got
of
a
it,
few.
and I couldn't.
Yeah.
Sounded like you were running out of air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which maybe that's your thing. I don't know.
I
Sounded like your hair was getting pulled while you were saying it.
Okay, Zach, calm
Yeah,
down.
and you would know, Zach. You would know.
would.
Wow.
Yep. How many times, though, during this ordeal, this transition of ownership that is now apparently not happening, have we heard, well, they didn't hit this deadline or they're at risk of not hitting? It sounded like it was kind of messy at each milestone.
Yeah.
So I'm not terribly shocked. I just feel like we don't know the full story, that if he was going to pull the plug on it, wouldn't you have pulled it earlier? Like if at that point that they were actually missing deadline,
Right.
then at that point do it. It does feel weird, like it is some seller's remorse.
Well, and it also kind of feels like they're dickering, if you know what I mean. But because is it possible that the franchise is worth more now than it was when he
for
sold
sure.
it to
Oh,
him?
yeah.
So
It's
For
not
sure.
possible. It's
Okay, well,
documented.
I'm not
Yeah,
right, but
it's
I mean,
documented. Well,
is it
Glenn
is that
Taylor
what's going-
sold it to A-Rod and Mark Lowry at $1.5 billion. It
Okay.
has since been valued at $2.5 billion.
Holy
and
balls!
probably more.
That's a
If
billion.
it actually went up for sale, yes.
Wow.
It would be closer to 3 because new TV deals have been struck.
Right.
The NBA is probably going to expand by a couple of teams, and then the value will jump again.
It's $1 billion right away, right there.
So that's
Yeah,
seller's
so-
remorse. Is
Well,
it?
I mean,
That's
that-
what it feels like.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a possibility.
I
So
love
again,
it.
so
Mars
Glenn,
tries so hard not to get in trouble. I love you.
Well, then Marnie, I'll help you. Then Glenn sucks.
Yeah.
Then he made
Wow.
a bad deal, and for the last 30 years, he's completely screwed this team over. So I know the people that want to give him the out are, well, but we got to kind of stick by Glenn because without Glenn, they would have gone to New Orleans. I'm being serious. Maybe the best thing that would have happened is we lost the Timberwolves in 1994.
Jeez.
Because even though you could say, well, but that's our team. Look, we lost the North Stars in 93, and 4 years later, the NHL's like, yeah, we need a team in Minneapolis or St. Paul. So they gave us a team in 97 and started in 2000, right?
Beautiful building.
We should have lost the Wolves in 94. They can go to New Orleans. They can even take the name Timberwolves, who cares? And then we would have had another team in 4 or 5 or 6 years, and it wouldn't have sucked like the last 30 years have sucked. What if we have nothing to hold our hats on? One Western Conference Finals run in 30 years.
but they're pretty good right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
so 2 good years out of 30 with Glenn?
That's all we need in Minnesota, Corey.
It would have been better to lose the team in
Corey.
94 and get a different team
Corey's
like
right.
5 years
Corey.
later.
Help him, Crease. Help him.
No,
You're
Corey's right.
getting the Wolves mixed up with the Twins.
Oh my God.
Okay.
No, Corey's
That's
right.
a little tougher, though.
We are your sports leader.
And by the way, in
But we are not
94,
the Twins Radio Network. so-
in 94, that was before KG got here. So what did we have before that? Pooh Richardson and Christian Leighton. Who cares?
Hawkstad's favorite player.
We had 5 years of history at that point, not 35 years of history. It's not.
J.R. Ryder, man.
It wouldn't be the same as losing them now, where it's like, yeah, they've sucked forever, but we've had them for
Is it
35 years. We only
possible-
had them for 5 years. Let them go.
We only had the franchise for 5 years. Has anybody lost a franchise that quickly?
We were pretty close.
Yeah.
My God.
Should have let them go to New Orleans in 1994. Get
Right.
out of here.
I
Start
don't know,
over.
man. Listen, $1 billion is if they didn't have the money and he could get a better deal, I don't blame him. I don't know about burning chickens and stuff like that, but that's $1 billion. Honestly, it's hard to.
It's not small change.
Yeah,
But to your point,
crazy.
but even if it goes up in value, what Marnie was saying earlier is the correct answer, right? If it says in the contract it doesn't matter if the market value goes up. This is the deal. So A-Rod and Mark Lowry are going to say, we don't care if you made a bad deal. You're a terrible businessman.
Right.
So you are absolutely going to get screwed here. If legally they can prove that they met all those criteria, then they get the team for 1.5. If they can't, then Glenn gets to keep it.
And it feels weird also that part of the deal was this slow transition of ownership to...
Correct.
It felt like a guy that doesn't want to let go.
Right. Yeah.
And then now, too, seeing that, having a maybe possible out and going, they went up by $1 billion.
Yeah.
I'm pulling the plug. So hopefully the league, and I don't know how all this works, maybe the league has a way of being involved and going, a deal's a deal, man. And... we want you out of here. Let's get these two guys in. So
I also think, though, Creasel, the reason that was that, long, drawn-out bit was they needed to make payments. They aren't... Is it Steve Ballmer, the guy that owns the Clippers? They couldn't just write him a $1.5 billion check. So I think he was doing them a little bit of a favor. But more to Corey's point is, this sounds like somebody in his camp said, are you nuts? We could sell this team for $3 billion. Why are you doing this? And he got cold feet. This is exactly what this is.
Glenn Taylor lives in a camp?
Yeah. Wow. Tim and...
it's a nice one.
That's like a glamp.
Howdy Doody.
Sure.
It's a glamp.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a glamper.
No kidding. Go ahead, Barnes. You had something.
Well, I just wanted to say that all sides agreed to it. It was an odd deal to have this big of a deal in a 2-year transition period, but all sides agreed to it. So everybody must have been on board with it, and the NBA agreed to it as well. And there's the way I understand the loophole that Glenn originally made this statement yesterday morning about was that there would be no extension if he didn't have the money in his bank account by March. What was yesterday?
27th.
Did you say extension just to make me sad?
Sorry, 27th. Yes. So then yesterday was the 28th. So he said deal's off. And the way Mark Lowry and Alex Rodriguez understand it is the contract said if we've done everything and everything is in the hands of the board of governors in the NBA, like the other owners and the leadership of the NBA, if all of our documents and money is closed on our end and they just need to approve it, then we get to go past March 27th. So that's what the initial argument is. Glenn's saying, well, I don't have the money. And they're saying, well, no, we get extra time if we're just waiting for the NBA to decide. And that is where things are. It's in the hands of the Board of Governors. All documents have been submitted, as far as we know, all money. Now, they have to vet all the money. That's why it is not official yet. But it's a very strange deal. I don't know that the league or any professional league has really ever seen anything quite like this.
Classic
Minnesota.
Classic.
Fault to go around. Obviously, Mark Lowry and A-Rod suck too. They meat sauced it. They had 3 years to get this together, and they didn't do it. So not only do Mark Lowry and A-Rod suck, but let's not forget that Glenn Taylor roasts chickens alive.
Yeah, but you like that.
I love Raising Cane.
Could have been our new NBA team name, the Roasted Chickens. Zach.
You know what we really need?
I don't hate that.
There's two things. Number one, we probably should break and then come back and draw the name and then do the initials in the 640 segment. Are you okay with that?
I don't care.
It makes sense to me. That way we give people another chance to register and tell them how to do it momentarily. Sure. But so we'll tell you that in 1 second, and then we'll draw after this break. But what we need is an Ebenezer Scrooge kind of thing for Glenn Taylor. We're in the middle of the night. He's sleeping. He's got his little sleep cap on. He's laying in his bed, and then he hears clucking.
Yeah.
And the ghost of chickens past visit him one at a time until he realizes it's not all about the money.
Yep.
Are you guys with me?
Walk through the house.
That's a great bit.
Yeah.
Well, look.
With a candle, just that loopy thing that holds the candle. And that's how he goes through the house to look for the chicken.
The ghost of Christmas future is a rooster, also known as. And if he doesn't do the right thing,
jeez.
That was a C-bomb joke. I don't think that was a foghorn leghorn joke.
No.
Yeah, Glenn sucks.
Come on.
I want to say one last thing, if I could, before we wrap this up, because something Chris said earlier about didn't we hear all along? Oh, they missed this payment. They missed this deadline. I would go to John Krasinski multiple times of The Athletic. Multiple times throughout the season when something exactly like that happened. There'd be a tweet or a report, oh, they missed this payment. And I'd go to John and be like, oh my gosh, they missed a payment. Or they're not going to make a payment. And he'd be like, no. And I don't know where this stuff comes from. He was always confused as to where there was always a rumor about they don't have the money. They're not going to pay. And they always did. And so there was a very strange outside noise going on throughout the last 3 years about them not having investors, not making the payment, not making a deadline, and they never did. They hit all the marks along the way, but there were always rumors about they weren't going to.
Now we know where the rumors came from.
The guy who put out the official statement.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
So to add to the bizarreness of it, I just wanted to acknowledge that.
Got it.
Thank you. Corey, would you tell people in the room here how they can register real quick?
Yeah, there's a QR code over here that you can register not only for a chance to win a trip for two to Las Vegas, but also to play initials. So we'll come back, we'll draw for the initials player, and then we'll play the segment after this because we ran so late with actual sports.
Did you guys see what we did? We had sports takes.
We did a sports talk morning show for 20 minutes. What the hell was that? Live from Treasure Island Resort and Casino, this is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
Welcome back once again. The Power Trip Morning Show is live at Treasure Island Casino and Casino. I don't know why.
A little Indiana came out there.
We're live. Yeah, we're live down here in the Ozarks. It's a big day. We got so many trips to give away and so many great things. And so many listeners who got up early. I mean, it is 6:30 in the morning and y'all are out here. Thank you so much. And I'll say it, man. I was just talking backstage here. We may need to move to the event center next year. Last night was so packed and so much fun. I got claustrophobia issues. The bar, the people behind the bar were doing a great job trying to keep up, but we got a bunch of people who drink way too much, who listen to the Power Trip, and so maybe next year we move to the event center. You guys think so? Would you come back?
Well, do they have slot machines in the event center?
Well, they certainly could.
I know they have them right outside of the event center, but
they do.
I mean, they just added these.
I know.
So it's possible.
And let me tell you, maybe I'll do a better job on the radio if I'm not that distracted.
Well said, Hog.
I'm glad I said that.
Or what if we just do a terrible, worse than our show already. What if we just make the Power Trip unlistenable for 12 months and then the crowd's just, smaller next year? Then we can still do it here.
That seems like a poor choice to me. Somebody clapped.
No.
A couple of people liked that idea. No.
You guys, I don't like challenges. You guys don't think we can do worse than this?
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, meets us, Paul.
Yeah, Paul, take it away.
It's a challenge.
Hello, everybody. Put him in the big chair.
Go ahead, man.
Today's Friday.
Good start.
Yep, good start.
Everybody's pumped. We're going to play the initials game soon.
Thank you.
You have a chance to win a trip.
Rocket Club's playing in Burnsville tomorrow night at the Ames Theater.
Rocket Club's playing in Burnsville at the Ames Theater.
We could get a little more of a clap than that, please.
Yeah,
Jesus. The weekend's finally here.
Yeah, go see it.
Yeah, and?
The Wolves aren't sold.
Okay, don't go down that road. Don't go down that road.
The Twins don't spend any money.
How's the weather?
I haven't been outside yet.
How about this? Ben Lieber wants the Vikings to draft Chuck Penix.
Michael. Chuck.
My name's not Michael.
Chuck
No.
Who is Chuck Michael?
It's Michael Penix.
Thank you.
All right, mine's got one.
See, but also Chris gets it. If we're going to do a terrible show for the next year, we have to say things like Chuck Penix.
Yeah, that's why I did that.
Yeah.
That's clearly why he did it. That was
Clearly, it's comedy. Does anybody want to play the initials game? Anybody out there? All right, if you're listening, somebody here at Treasure Island is actually going to compete with the Power Trip Morning Show, actually be on the dais and play against us today in what is a major, not once, not twice, but 3 times. So next year, when we tell you should be here with us, we mean it. You should be here with us. They'll be playing against John Kriesel, who's here, and Marnie Galarnar, and the regular cast of morons. So this is going to be big.
And, man, I just hope we get somebody that was as good as April was last night, because it would be fun to see a Rube get competitive and actually shake these 5 down. Well, shall we draw?
Draw that name. Who wants to play? Come on, make some noise out there, ladies and gentlemen.
So, Zach, you want to explain what you're doing?
I'm hitting a button.
You're hitting a button that is going to randomly, digitally select somebody that has entered via the QR code, correct?
Let go.
Here we go. 3, 2,
1.
Oh, he got an error message.
He did. He got an error message.
It's like, are you sure you want to pick a
one of us?
All right, is your name error message?
Could I see him getting a name?
Your name connectivity.
Here we go.
3,
The winner, Jesse LaCourzier.
Jesse LaCourzier.
All right.
Corsiese.
Mr. LaCourzier.
Come on down from Quebec, and then let's play some initials, shall we?
Hey, Jesse LaCourziese.
It's a good to see you.
Hey, there's Jesse LaCourzier. All right, Jesse's pumped.
Right here, sir, please. Good to see you. I bet that's not your name, is it? You played one of our games last night, too. Put those headphones on if you would, please. Try not to say the F word if at all possible.
That would be great.
We'll get you right up close to that microphone if you don't mind. Jesse, how do you actually say your last name?
Lacasier.
See, you were real bad.
Yeah, Zach, that was terrible.
That's
Learn
okay.
to
You
read.
did your best. You did your very best.
You said luck is here. That is fitting for Treasure Island Resort Casino.
That is a great theme song.
Right on.
You played one of our games last night, did you not?
I did.
How'd you do?
I think I got 3 of them.
Well, see, there you go. Right. So,
all right.
He could be on
Wait a minute. He played initials last night?
No,
one of our the newlyweds.
One of our other games.
I mean, I was here.
You were here.
It was the newlywed game. Yeah.
There were 2 Matts, an April, and a
Brian.
Jimbo.
Yeah, that's right.
And a Nate.
Okay.
Yeah, right. And a Nate.
Well, when he said I got 3, I thought he meant like 3 items in initials, and I was going to say, well, that was a hell of a warm up.
Yeah, no kidding.
Jesse, how are you at initials normally in the car?
Not very good.
Oh, okay, great.
I can usually get 1, but it's on the 6th clue usually.
Okay, 1 when I give it to you.
That's
Perfect.
like Marnie.
Right.
He's sandbagging, you can tell.
What was that supposed to mean? Taking shots at Marnes.
Who was here last year when Marnie threw and broke a chair?
That was
one of the great moments. Was that last
2
year?
years ago.
2 years ago.
It seems like last year to me.
Does
They
seem
all
like
run
last
together.
year. All right, so Jesse, you don't have a lot of confidence that you're going to do super well.
Not really.
Okay.
Oh, LaCourziese.
Well, let's find out. When we come back, a couple of things are going to happen. Number 1, first round of Initials Major 2024 live from Treasure Island. So it's a best out of 30 affair. So round 1 will feature 10 of the 30 when we come back. But also,
a best out of 30 affair does sound like my first marriage.
Oh, my God. I saw that look on your face and I knew it was coming.
I got the nod.
You did, yeah.
So much material. What was I going to say? Because that guy was. More importantly, if you're like, well, I'm not a Treasure Island Resort and Casino. What does any of this have to do with me? Well, it does, because one of you is going to have a crack at $62,000 when we come back via the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Jackpot. If you can just guess the initials I'm going to use this next segment, you could win $62,000. So don't go anywhere. Right here on The Fan.